What's the verdict?
I am an autumn.
After literally months of deliberation, I finally took a plunge and did a color analysis course. Let's talk about it. Is it worth it? And which color family, which season am I falling into? Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. In case this is your first time watching one of my videos, hi, I'm Lesley. I'm so glad to have you here. On my channel I talk about all things luxury, in particular handbags, but I cover a wide range of topics. I film unboxings, reviews, I adore filming shopping vlogs, both inside of regular boutiques if you will, as well as outlets. I'm gonna leave a link to my outlet playlist in the description box below and up in the info cards. Travel vlogs and all that good stuff, so if that sounds like a thing, I would love for you to consider subscribing. So as I mentioned in the intro, I've been thinking, like on and off thinking about booking a color analysis course where you find out which season you're landing in, not only for a couple of months, but actually a couple of years, it feels like at least. It's always been like in the back of my mind. And sometimes you're lucky and you grab a piece of clothing and you're like, oh wow, I look way more like refreshed and like I've had a good night's sleep and like hydrated and everything, and like the next day you grab something else and you're like, oh geez, if someone asked me if I have like the stomach flu, I wouldn't be surprised. And I've always known that there's some kind of science behind it, but I think like the thing that pushed me over the edge was actually another video that I filmed a couple of weeks ago where I actually wore this exact cardigan. I was like, something's up with the color. Why am I looking like so refreshed? And yeah, maybe my teeth look whiter, my blue eyes shine a little brighter, I don't know, or maybe it's just like in my head. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna get to the root of it. I'm gonna find out which colors suit me, why I gravitate towards some colors, whereas some other colors, while objectively beautiful and they do look great on other people, I don't have anything in my wardrobe in this particular color family, if you will. So yeah, I decided to book a color analysis course. I'm gonna leave her details in the description box below, but yeah, she's based like local in Hamburg, Germany, and I don't think she does like English courses. So, but if you're local and you're interested, I'll leave her details in the description box below. Like, not affiliated. She does know I do YouTube and she does know I do Instagram, but I paid the full price. So like not sponsored in any way. Anyways, in case you weren't aware, the color analysis is like baseline based on the 4 seasons. There are a couple of people that differentiate like color groups in like 12 sub-seasons, sometimes 8 or 9. She does 9 actually. But yeah, we talked about the seasons, and to give you a rough overview, autumn and spring are the warmer seasons and winter and summer are the cooler tone seasons. And going into it, I was already like she laid a couple of like color combinations on the table, and immediately I was like, okay, I'm definitely a cold season, because anything like warm beiges, like mud kind of colors, like warm khaki green colors, mustard colors look atrocious on me. She asked me like my idea, what I think I might land on, and she was like, yeah, definitely a cool toned kind of season. So it was between winter and summer. Winter generally is when your hair color, like this type of strand is very light. So this kind of blonde and lighter, that's when you veer into the winter sphere. And generally, like, yes, I have blonde hair, not my original hair color. Look at that. I have to go to the hairdresser at some point, but getting a balayage is so expensive and granted not overly great for your hair. So I could fall in the winter category, but also I have a bit of a tan, like an orangey shade, maybe undertone when it comes to my face. But on the other hand, like, look at my hands, apart from them looking way older than my actual age, because I'm bad at moisturizing my hands, there is like a pinky undertone in it as well. Yeah, also like my hands are always cold, so maybe there's even like a blue undertone at some point. Anyway, so we weren't quite set, or she wasn't quite decided on winter, but at the same time summer wasn't a perfect match either. So as I said, she doesn't work on the 4 seasons like full stop, but she has 9 seasons. So her verdict, she landed on medium cold. It says your hair and eyes cannot be clearly classified as light or dark. I guess my eyes could be classified as light, but my hair is like a mix, obviously, because this is not my natural hair color. I used to be like super blonde as a kid, but over time I got darker and darker. Your pigmentation is of a medium coloring with cool tendency, and that's basically it, because like I'm not like a Scandinavian type of like pale. I'm a little warmer, like medium, when it comes to my coloring, apparently. The samples in your color card represent a positive enhancement of your pigmentation. Preferable tones to match and complement your facial complexion are cool, saturated, bright colors, such as middle blue, blue-red, and blue-green. Silver, which was really surprising, is preferable for accessories. I don't have anything in silver. Generally, I'm very much a gold type of jewelry person, but apparently silver looks better on me. Avoid wearing close to your face. So basically, the closer you get to your face when it comes to the colors that you're wearing, the more important it is to wear stuff that's suitable to your color palette. So further away from your face, like on trousers, shoes and stuff, I could get away with warm colors, but avoid wearing close to your face warm colors such as brass, olive, and copper. So this is apparently my color card. Hopefully it focuses. So, okay, this was kind of surprising. I do have one blazer in basically this exact shade of yellow. So like a light, cool tone yellow. That's the basic theme of my coloring. Everything cool toned. Lots of blues and like turquoise, like more petrol, greenish blues kind of shades. Darker blues, light purples. Not too sure about the red. I think I have one blazer in red, but it might not be this exact shade, but yeah. Pinks. No surprise, like looking back, no surprise that I felt kind of good in this kind of color. Very much my coloring, apparently. Also, white, for instance. This is a cool white, and there are tons of different types of white. So yeah, if I go for white close to my face, it should be like basically stark white. Off-whites do work as well, but as soon as we get into warmer territory, like beigey whites basically, it's like, yeah, it still works, but the warmer tone a color gets on me for my coloring, which is, again, what is it called? Medium cold, which is basically between a winter and a summer. The warmer it gets, the less good it looks on me. Again, the further away from my face, the more I can get away with wearing colors that don't necessarily fall into this color palette. But yeah, for stuff to wear close to my face, cool tone is the way to go. Also, apparently grays look great on me. Basically any type of gray, and black as well, which I adore wearing white and black. But she also said, like, yes, you can definitely wear black and white, but black and white is, pretty colorless. And what that does to you if you wear a lot of monochromatic, like either full white, although a full white look, I've never worn a full white look, but full white looks so classy in my opinion. But like all black with a little bit of white, for instance, it kind of drains you. Not because of the coloring doesn't match, because I can wear black and white, but it's like a blank canvas. It's like a little dull, if that makes sense. Which obviously she is in contact with tons of colors all day. It's her it's her business essentially to play with colors and everything. So I get why she's a little more enthusiastic when it comes to colors and like combining colors. I'm a little safe when it comes to my color choices, but that's also one of the reasons why I decided to finally book this kind of color analysis, to be a little more comfortable and confident in my like color choices, if you will. This is very out there for me, even though I appreciate, like, even before taking this color analysis course, that I was like, yeah, something's up with this color. It does suit me. But at the same time, I was like, does it really? Am I seeing things? Do I just like the color without factoring in the fact that it has to like match with my coloring? Anyway, so basically the cooler toned, the better on me personally. That might be different if I didn't like change my hair color and I was my original hair color, which is way darker. I might fall in a different category, although that being said, I think the color analysis doesn't only focus on your hair. So it might tweak a little bit, but I wouldn't foresee myself ever landing in spring or autumn. Definitely not autumn. Autumn is very like brown shades, cognac, like rich brown shades. And yeah, no surprise that I basically don't have anything brown in my wardrobe. A couple of things, but those things are generally also the pieces of clothing that don't get anywhere, because like deep down, you generally have an idea of what suits you and what doesn't. And one of the reasons why I booked this color analysis is basically to have her confirm a couple of feelings towards colors that I had and be like, yeah, there is some science, I guess, to it, and there's a reason why you gravitate towards some colors and walk past a couple of other colors. One thing I do have to mention is initially I was a little deflated maybe, because generally we're talking in these 4 seasons. And maybe I should have done a little more research in terms of which kind of typology she works on, because maybe I would have been more fulfilled after the color analysis when if she would have said like, yep, you're a winter, you're a summer, because that's something I can work with. Or I think color analysis people that work on a 12 scheme typology thing, I think they go from, did I take a screenshot? So spring, like talking about like a 12 typology thing. Spring is light, clear, warm, like different types of, let me focus. So basically per season you have 3 categories. Apparently, maybe that's not even like the official thing, just Google something up. So light, clear, warm spring, light summer, soft summer, cool summer, deep autumn, soft autumn, warm autumn. Absolutely not. Like lots of brown shades, warm khaki kind of colors, cognac, dark oranges, warm reds. Definitely not. And then we have deep winter, clear winter, cool winter. I don't know, maybe I'm like a combination between clear winter and cool summer. What I'm trying to get at is there are so many ways to categorize people's coloring, and maybe it's my fault for picking a service provider, if you will, that doesn't follow the most prevalent type of system when it comes to categorizing people's coloring. But still, I mean, I do have this, where is it? This kind of color sheet. And to be fair, that should help me more than a clear answer of, yes, you're a cool summer, you're a whatever. I mean, it's just like whatever you want to call a specific color family. So I'm medium cold, I can live with that, and I can work with that especially. So yeah, this kind of makes me happy, but also blue, I adore blue. And obviously, like theoretically and in practice, I guess as well, wearing blue close to my face should draw out the color of my eyes even more. So yeah, I guess short and sweet. If you have done one of these color analysis courses, let me know your thoughts. Let me know about your experience. Did it help you? Did you like get a little more adventurous when it comes to like wearing colors, combining colors? We also like towards the end, because she also offered like makeup consultations, and I was like, I'm so basic when it comes to my makeup. I don't even wear lipsticks. I have 1 eyeshadow palette. As of most recently, 3 blushes, and that's it. And I have 0 intention of changing that. The most important thing when it comes to my makeup and skincare is trying to keep my acne at bay. And I don't want to like overload my face with tons of different kind of products. So I was like, I don't really need the makeup consultation. Maybe she thought differently, but I was very adamant on being like, it wouldn't be worth it to me. So we did have a little time at the end, and we did try out a couple of like, outfit combinations, because I was asked to bring 3 pieces of clothing, and she, like in the bag, she had a couple of pieces of clothing, and we're similar in size and height, so that helped. I brought a beige because I was like a little darker than beige. Do I have it on here? No, it's somewhere else, but like a blazer in a light brown, let's say light brown, because I wanted to hear her thoughts about like the brown color family, if you will. And I brought like a light blue sweater and something else. So she was like, actually, look, the brown close to your face isn't the best, but what you can do is like you wear the blue sweater underneath and then the blazer on top. And then she had like a similar color blue pair of trousers in her backstock basically, and we combine that and then compare that to a, surprise, surprise, black and white outfit that I wore that day. You can definitely see the difference in what I mentioned earlier, that black and white is like colorless, and that impacts you as the person wearing the stuff, whereas like the brown and blue, although brown isn't necessarily my color, it definitely worked and it looked a lot more vibrant without looking like I'm playing dress up or anything like that. So that was super helpful. Also just like getting an idea of what is out there, trying to get a little more adventurous. Hopefully that's going to stick around, and I'll be keeping that in the back of my mind. And this, again, this color sheet is super helpful. Obviously, those aren't the only kind of colors I'm going to be able to wear, and I don't have like to match the colors exactly, but the direction, always like keeping in the back of my mind, the cooler the better, essentially. Anyway, so again, if you've done one of these color analysis, what are your thoughts? What are your experiences? What did you take away from it? Would you agree that I'm somewhere between a winter and a summer? Like, would you have been able to tell me that without me spending, what was it, like $220 on a color analysis? Would you have done that based on my videos and my Instagram alone? Oh, by the way, follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to be a little more active on there. It's actually ridiculous, but I still have photos and like content from London. I did live in London half a year last year. Still have stuff from London to share because, yeah, I go a little on and off when it comes to Instagram, but I'm determined to get back into it. Actually, like fall or autumn is the season that gets me most excited about fashion. So here we are. And I'm so excited to get a little more active on Instagram and show you hopefully some outfit inspiration, and hopefully show you me incorporating the new knowledge and the new confidence in choosing a couple of colors to add to my wardrobe and to my outfits on my Instagram. So follow me over there. It's Lesley Adina. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much that you made it to the end of this video, despite this being on the more rambly side. Although, to be fair, if this isn't your first time watching one of my videos, you may know that I tend to ramble, unfortunately. But anyway, thank you so much, and I guess I'm gonna catch you in one of my next videos. Bye.